Hey, I'm Neil. Welcome to Petrigy. This video was released to patrons on Patreon on December 5th.
So for quite a while I've been looking for classes or something that will help me learn about wild edibles and medicinals in the Sonoran Desert. I think I've found some classes in March and April. And what kind of lit the fire under me recently was there was a couple news stories not too long ago about a chef up in Cave Creek, Chef Brett Vibber. He works up at Cartwright's in Cave Creek, Arizona, and he does a lot of the stuff that he puts on the menu is stuff that he forages or harvests from the desert. So that kind of put it right back on my radar. It's been on the radar for a long time, but it kind of moved it up the radar, if you will. I reached out to him today. He's going to send me some contacts, and it sounds like he's also going to have some classes coming up in the spring as well, which might be interesting to check out. I'm including some links below, one for Cartwrights, and then I'll be including links to the different training or the different classes that I found online. And then I also came across some books that I ordered up to see if I can learn some more stuff, do some hands-on myself. The only fear that I have is basically everything in the desert either wants to poke you or poison you and kill you. So I'm a little leery to just kind of go out there and start throwing stuff in my pie hole. So one of my goals with learning about these wild edibles is in the front yard. I'd like to replace everything in the front yard with wild edibles if I can. I I do have an HOA, so I am confined to a list of plants that I can have in my front yard. But it'd be nice to get that up to, it'd be nice to be able to walk out in the front yard and be able to eat your front yard if you needed to. Don't know if that's going to be possible, but we'll see. That's a lofty goal that I'm setting for myself in learning about this. So we'll see what happens. I will take you along for the journey. Cartwright blog, they talk about mesquite tree pods was one of the things. I know he was doing some mesquite flower dumplings or something. But mesquite trees, they were known for the Tohono O'odham people as the tree of life. The mesquite was at one time the most widespread wild plant in North America. The natives depended on it for food, shelter, weapons, and fuel. I would like to learn a little bit more about this. What were they doing with this tree? I've heard little bits and pieces about the tree pods, but I never realized the shelter and the weapons and the fuel were also a big part of it. So I'm going to see what I can find out about that once I get some books. So Blue Wind School of Botanical Studies has some classes coming up. March 23rd, March 24th, March 30th, and March 31st in Phoenix. They've also got another chunk of classes for Tucson as well for the Sonoran Desert. They've got a class, Edible and Medicinal Plants of the Sonoran Desert for the Phoenix area. Historical and modern medicinal applications will be covered along with any edible and or utilitarian potential. Tips on basic intermediate plant identification will be offered with a special emphasis on plant family characteristics, as well as differentiating poisonous look-alike plants from their beneficial counterparts. Sounds like an interesting class. So that might be something you want to check out. Coming up here in the spring. Again, that was March 23rd, 24th, 30th, and the 31st. And then they've got another class, Nature's Pharmacy Medicine Making Workshop for Southern Arizona. During this intensive class, we will learn the fundamental methods for making a number of preparations, including teas, tinctures, herbal oils, salves, liniments, and syrups. And they've got more in their description as well that you can see in the link below. And then the books that I ordered up, Sonoran Desert Food Plants, Edible Uses for the Desert's Wild Bounty by Charles Kane. Medicinal Plants of the American Southwest, Herbal Medicine of the American Southwest, again by Charles Kane. And then Southwest Foraging, 117 wild and flavorful edibles from barrel cactus to wild oregano. Wild oregano. Regional Foraging series by John Slattery. So we'll see when those show up. There might be some future videos of me wandering out in the desert and poisoning myself or something. So we'll see how that goes.
If you like what you see, please tell your friends. If you'd like to support these videos, become a patron on Patreon, or follow me on Patreon, or follow me on Steemit, or subscribe on DTube. Comments, shares, likes, upvotes, responses, and resteems are all always greatly appreciated. Well, there you go, and thank you for watching.